Recording.
So now that we've heard Rodney talk about the good effects of marijuana, I'll talk to you about the bad parts. I do agree with Rodney that legalizing marijuana should come quicker in effect. Although there are some positive effects about marijuana, there are also negative ones too. Marijuana directly affects short-term memory. The use of marijuana at a young age has a great impact on the developing brain, which is why younger teens should avoid marijuana. They should have an age cap from 18 to 21, just like alcohol. The THC is what gives off the effect to the body. If marijuana is used in early teen years, it can have a significant impact on the brain development, including decreased brain activity, neural fibers in certain areas, and a smaller than average hippocampus, which controls learning and memory functions. It can either give you a boost of energy or laziness. For example, if you have a paper or something due and you go and smoke with your friends, it can make you tired and you just end up forgetting about it and falling asleep. Smoking marijuana may be a bond with other people, but it can also cause impaired balance, poor coordination, and a slow reaction time. Frequently use of marijuana can increase depression and anxiety, especially if the family has a history of mental illness. Usually while doing the drug, you can immediately feel the effects if you're smoking it. You can also consume it by edibles or pills that will demand a longer wait before you notice anything. Some more short-term effects include dry mouth, red eyes, slurred speech, and an increase in heart rate. The amount of THC in marijuana has went up in recent years. Most leaves used to contain 1% to 4% in THC. Now it's close to having 7%. But usually when you're buying it from a state dispensary, it's not as strong. Smoking can increase your heart rate as much as 2 times for up to 3 hours. That's why some people do have to avoid smoking, because it can give them a heart attack. It can increase bleeding, lower blood pressure, and affect blood sugar too. It's not proven yet that marijuana is linked to lung cancer, but it does irritate the lungs depending on how you smoke. If you have smoked marijuana, studies do say that it's not an addictive drug, that you can stop at any time, but if you have smoked for a while and stop, you're more likely to have cravings and less of an appetite when you do stop. To conclude this topic, I do still believe that marijuana should be legal. As you heard in the speech before, all the good outcomes like treating illness and a feeling of calmness. You still have to be aware of the bad ones as well.